If you have one advice for young people who want to do something similar like you, what would it be?
If you want to do the hardware, you have to go to Shenzhen. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
So
Great
easy.
advice.
Wow.
How is work and life in Shenzhen?
It's so amazing.
But is it also a lot of pressure?
Kind of, because I feel like there is nowhere to go for hangout.
I have to tell a story. Like the first time I came here to plan this podcast, I met with the people from InnoX. And the one who was responsible, I told her, okay, I'm very grateful that you give us the context, that you support us. I really want to treat you to a nice lunch. I asked her, where can we go for lunch? And then she said, McDonald's. Like, I live in Shanghai. People, they will go to a French bistro or whatever, have some nice wine for lunch.
For sure.
But then they said, yeah, we are Nyoma. Like, we are like
Only McDonald's.
hardworking people. We eat McDonald's. And then we went to McDonald's. So my dog Einstein, he was very happy when I told him that we have you as guests today, because he loves to play. He's a Labrador, you know. He's like 5 years now, but he's still like 5 months baby. Very, very, very playful.
Okay.
And
My dog can't wait to come to China after I was telling the story. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, so you are both very young, and we will explain what you do a little bit later. But first, I'm really curious on. You're 25, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
24. Oh,
Yeah.
very
Wow.
young. Yeah. We're so old, Michael. And we haven't achieved anything in our lives yet.
That's true. That's true.
You see, this is crazy. Like, the people we talk to here on this podcast are all very young, and they have already investments like big VCs and accelerators invested in you because you have a great product. So, and we are just sitting here and asking questions.
But it's not only about great products, but also great people. That's why we're happy to have you here and find out a bit more about you and your vision and your inspiration.
Yeah. So when did it start? When was so we will ask Jacky first, because you're one of the founders of PePeHola.
Yeah, PePeHola.
Is it the same? Did I say it right?
Yeah, it's right. PePeHola. Yeah.
PePeHola.
Yeah, PePeHola.
Okay. Sounds very Spanish, this name.
Yeah, it is. Hola is in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Hola, yeah.
So when did you first have the idea to say, I need to build a product for pets or for dogs? Now it's for dogs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So when did it start?
It's from 2024 October. Yeah. So me and my co-founder and want to do something for the pets because we guys have so many pets. Yeah, I have 5 cats.
Wow.
And he have 3 cats and 1 dog. So we spend a lot of time with our pets and we have a lot of problems, want to fix it. So we want to do something new hardware to fix that problem. Yeah.
What was one of the main problems that you had?
Yeah, the first one is I spend a lot of time in my workplace and I just want to play with my pets because they are so lonely at home, but nothing to do, just sleep and eat and nothing to do. Yeah. And in Asian, we guys, the room are so small.
Yeah.
They don't have so much space to run, to play. Yeah, so they are so lonely. We want to fix that problem. We want to do something for it. Yeah, just like the remote play. Yeah, we want to control something remotely and to play with it. Yeah, this is first problem. Yeah.
Although I have to say, just sleeping and eating, that sounds like perfect life to me.
I'm always very jealous when I look
yeah.
at my dog and I was like, oh, you don't have any problems. You don't need to earn any money, but you live in the best life.
Yeah.
So, and now you're part of InnoX. InnoX is an accelerator and VC. We also had other guests from there. And it's actually a big thing. We have to tell people because InnoX is also quite young. It also started in like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But the founder is actually a co-founder and shareholder of DJI. Like everyone knows DJI, right?
Yes.
And he's a professor also, and he built InnoX to support people like you who have an idea but maybe don't have the network, don't have the access to funding, don't know how to start, and they do all of this for you.
Yes.
But there's also a big problem that a lot of people know that he is a crazy guy. He's a big guy. I mean, DJI is a worldwide recognized brand,
Yes.
right? So, and in China, even more people know him. So a lot of young people, very talented people like you guys, want to go there and want to start their own company, want to start their own product, hardware or software with them. So how was the application process to become part of InnoX?
All right. Just you want to be the one of the part of InnoX, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they have a camp, like the summer camp and winter camp in the InnoX. Yeah, you can apply on the WeChat or something else, like their website. And there are so many students, because the InnoX only accept the application of the people under 13.
Under 30?
Age. Yeah, age.
30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just for young people.
Just for young people.
Okay.
Because they want to do something innovation. Yeah, they think the innovation is belonging to the young people.
Younger generation.
Yeah.
It's a very sad thing to say
Yeah.
to someone over 30.
yeah. Okay.
扎心了.
Yeah. But, the young people have something bad, like they don't experience anything. They don't know nothing. Yeah. They just the idea. They just understand something like what I want to do. But how to do, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
how do they choose people like you when you apply, and when, like, how do they get the feeling of, okay, you have the best idea, you have a good idea, you're a good guy, I want to support you?
Yeah, but this is not enough, because so many people said they have the idea, they want to earn money or doing something, but actually they are not to do something. They just say it. But for me, even if I don't have something, I'm not doing something, but I start up a company maybe 2 years before and just doing the app and website and mini programs, something else. Just I do something I want to do.
You did it by yourself?
Yeah, I did it by myself. I want to do, and I actually do it.
You actually did it.
Yeah, I
Execute it, right?
actually did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so many people love my product. Yeah, like the app. Yeah, so maybe this is the reason InnoX chose me. Yeah.
So they want to see real action. It's not just words, but you already did something.
Yeah,
right?
not just saying. You need to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first step.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second is something like the hardware. You have to know hardware. This is the second step.
So hardware is a part or is core for the InnoX Academy or
Academy. Yeah, maybe because the InnoX is only support someone who want to do the hardware.
Okay.
Yeah, only for the hardware.
Yeah.
Right. If you do something like only software, they will not support you.
Yeah, and I think it's very smart because it's the strength of Shenzhen, right?
Yeah.
It's such a close ecosystem between the suppliers, the manufacturers, the software development. I mean, for hardware, you also need software.
Yeah.
And hardware is also a big strength here in Asia, right?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Yeah, and the part of you saying just do something, it's the same what we always say. You can plan a lot of things, but if you don't do it, like you will never know if it works out or not. Yeah.
And there have so many manufacturers around the Shenzhen, right? Like Dongguan or something else. Yeah, we are so convenient to let our product to be controlled.
So they provide the access also to the factories and help you to find the right parts.
Cooperations.
Okay, great.
With their manufacturers. Yeah.
So Jay, you moved here to Shenzhen from Korea. How do you like Shenzhen?
Like actually, I was in Harbin for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Because I did my bachelor's in Harbin, and because he texted me to hire me.
Oh, how does this happen? Where did you text her?
InnoX, from InnoX.
From InnoX? So you have an internal platform or?
It's like a system of InnoX. There are so many students. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like I also like uploaded my resume in LinkedIn or other like some platforms.
Okay.
And maybe InnoX see my resume, and because I had internship, one of the pet tech company when I was in Korea. So they feel like, oh, she's she can be like really good at this team. So InnoX suggests him to hire me, and he texted me.
Okay.
And that was when?
That was like this year, July, August. Yeah.
So, and now you're here in Shenzhen for a couple of months.
Yeah.
How is work and life in Shenzhen?
It's so amazing. I feel like so clean, and there are so many people, and the buildings are so high. I love this place.
But is it also a lot of pressure?
Kind of, because I feel like there is nowhere to go for hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to tell a story. Like the first time I came here to plan this podcast, I met with the people from InnoX. And the one who was responsible, I told her, okay, I'm very grateful that you give us the context, that you support us. I really want to treat you to a nice lunch. And then I asked him, so where can we go? I asked her, where can we go for lunch? And then she said, McDonald's. What the heck? Why McDonald's? Like, I live in Shanghai. Shanghai people, they will go to French bistro or whatever, have some nice wine for lunch.
For sure.
But then they said, yeah, we are Nyoma. Like, we are like
only McDonald's.
hardworking people. We eat McDonald's. And then we went to McDonald's. And I said,
Great.
oh, okay, this is the
Very
Shenzhen
efficient.
spirit.
Very efficient.
Wherever you go, there is only companies.
Only company.
So many buildings.
Yeah.
And nothing. We're nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So boring.
And then you had this idea and you got accepted by InnoX. So there's like thousands of people, right, who apply for this. And then they said they want you. And what is the next step? What is like 1, 2, 3 steps if I myself want to build a hardware product in Shenzhen? How would it work?
How does it work? Okay. Well, the first step is giving the application to the InnoX and then join their summer camp or winter camp. Yeah. And they will teach you how to make a product step by step.
Let's skip this. You teach us. If without InnoX, I myself, I want to do a product in Shenzhen. How do I do it?
Okay, I got it. So the first one is you need to know the problems, the real problems, which problems you want to fix. Yeah. It's like the pets are boring or something else, whatever. Yeah. And then just do the research online and offline and do so many research. Yeah.
But you do the research on what kind of problems exist or how to fix a problem. Like how do you even come up with an idea of a problem? Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's also very, very hard because even though I spend a lot of time with my dog, it's very hard for me to identify like a real problem because, I'm playing with my dog all the time and like, how do I really identify
the problem?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think the problem is something you don't like. It's like my co-founder have a problem. Yeah, because his cats are always sick. But he don't have much time to give the medicine or nutrition to their cats. So they want to make something feeder. They can mix the food and the medicine together on time and on amount to give the medicine and food to their cats. This is the problem because they are so busy. He is so busy. Yeah, for the walk or for going to somewhere. Yeah. So
I think the basic problem we have is that we lack this entrepreneurial spirit because we also had other guests, wherever they go, they see business opportunities, right? So and whenever I think the entrepreneurs, they have it. When you see a problem, you think, number one, how can I solve this problem for myself? Number two, how can I sell this idea to or the product to other people, right? Yeah.
Well, just like the research is something to find how many people have this problem. This is this is the meaning of research.
Yeah.
So how did you do it?
Well, the first is online research, like the Xiaohongshu, the social media, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
To search like
my
pet is boring. Yeah, pet is boring, and see how many people say that. Yeah, and see the command. Yeah, and we will catch the command out and bring this data to AI to analyze. Yeah, how many people
Oh, okay,
have
great.
this problem
Yeah.
and how do they fix that problem. Yeah.
So how many have this problem?
Oh, well, so many.
So many.
So many. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there have some video say their dog are so boring and they 2 million likes in their
Wow.
videos.
So
2
everybody
million
sharing
likes.
the same problem.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
million like.
Actually, it's for me. It's also an emotional thing. I have to say, like my dog. I have a big dog, a Labrador, right?
Mhm.
And now I'm also very busy because I come here to Shenzhen to make this podcast, and
Mhm.
he's in Shanghai. So I have friends who go there twice a day, take him out
Mhm.
for a walk and to pee and poo. But sometimes I think it's not enough because
Mhm.
there were days or there were times like 1 or 2 years ago where I had a lot of time and I take him for walks for like 10 kilometers a day. But I cannot do it now. So sometimes I feel really bad for him. So I also have this problem, and I guess like all of the pet owners have it, especially when you live in China and you have to work so much.
Mhm. Yeah, especially in Shenzhen.
Especially
Yeah.
So I will not move here. So but just stay in Shanghai because when I move here, it's just working all day and eating McDonald's all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, I spend maybe 10 hours, more than 10 hours for work a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe 14 hours a day for
Yeah.
just working.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have much time to play with my pets.
And you can't bring the dog to InnoX Academy, right?
Yeah, I used to bring. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they piss on on the office.
There's another problem you could solve.
Yeah.
But-
It's another problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dog is not like cats. The cats will find out the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dog cannot. You
Yeah.
have to train it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so hard for the new people who have a dog at first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it took me a lot of time to potty train.
Yeah.
Same.
It's also a lot of people in the West. They cannot imagine it is a totally different approach if you live in I think I lived in 25th floor. So for a puppy from the 25th floor to
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
downstairs in the garden, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I taught him to pee in the crate, and then 笼子 in the crate, and then I had to teach him, okay, now you can do this. Don't pee on the carpet. And then the next step would be go downstairs when he was like 6 or 7 months. So it was like,
I was always carrying Yumi down the.
yeah. But then she peed on your carpet already.
Yeah. Of course.
So now you have the data. You have like comments with 2 million likes. People
Yes.
all say, okay, my pet is bored.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said you put it in AI or you analyze it with AI. How does this work?
The data of the social media commands are so many. Like
Mm-hmm.
we catch 1 million data or something else.
Okay.
Yeah, so many datas. We just breaking up and put one by one to the AI and tell him, teach me just what is the most important problem of the people say. Like the pet is boring, and there have 100,000 people said
Mm-hmm.
they're boring, and 200 people said their dogs are getting sick, getting sick
Yeah.
or something else. They have a quality,
Yeah.
of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
How many people said,
Yeah.
So you used basically ChatGPT to analyze.
yeah,
it,
ChatGPT to analyze. Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah. ChatGPT is so great. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the company or something else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. Like when I do social media, what I did, like I analyze other podcasts and say, how do they
Mhm.
do the title? What are the
Mm.
titles of the most successful episodes? And then you can learn from it. So
Mhm.
it's definitely a great thing. So now you have the cleaned up data, right? You
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
100,000 comments talk about my pets are bored.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 talk about my pets are sick. I cannot take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the data then? Or how do you come from the data, from the problem to the hardware product?
To the idea.
Mm-hmm. So the first step is collecting the data,
Mm.
and the
Mhm.
next is finding what is the real problem, and
Mhm,
finding the guy who actually have the problem. Just talk with him. Yeah. The important thing is understand how did they solve this problem right now,
Mm-hmm.
and if this method is enough for them. for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
I said my dog is boring, and I bring my dog to the dog park
Yeah.
or to
Dog
something.
school.
Yeah, dog school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough for you? Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
actually you check is there a product market fit,
Mhm.
or have people already found solutions on their own, right?
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
Because we think the product, the perfect product is something like to make your customer thinking coming true.
Yeah.
Do you know? I have a imagination. Like my dogs are so happiness, and I play with him all the time. This is my imagination,
Mm-hmm.
and the products need to be this imagination coming true.
Yeah.
This is the product's meaning.
Yeah.
You know,
The vision.
the vision. Yeah.
Yeah. So how is it in Korea?
Mhm.
Is there a big difference about the pet market in China and in South Korea?
I feel like it's almost same because like this is not only in Asia, but like all around the world there are so many pets, and it becomes our family right now, not only for dogs and pets. And we started care about not only just their health, we started care about their emotional feelings, how they are. Yeah, so like how the technology makes our pets feel better is the one of the key of next pet tech future.
Yeah, and actually, pet tech, it's crazy when we're talking about numbers. Have you also done a market research on how this market will grow globally? I mean, it's already very big in the US, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So now your first target market is the US. Is it true?
To US.
The USA,
Yeah.
America.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is your
First
first
step.
target market, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But also in China
Mhm.
itself, it's also a big market now, but it has so much potential. Like in 10, 20, or 50 years, it will be huge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But right now is huge enough. I think.
it's already
in
huge
China.
enough.
Yeah. Because so many dogs, like how many is it? 50 million dogs in China.
Yeah.
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 50 million. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, people don't have any idea. There are always these stupid
Mhm.
things about dogs and pets in China. But actually, it's like when you go to Shanghai,
Mhm.
there's one number I read. I'm not sure if it's true. We have to fact check this. That now there are more dogs or more pets in Shanghai than children below 5 years old. So there's this. It's a huge market.
Crazy.
Mhm.
So yeah, and actually when you go in Shanghai, there's so many. Most of them are small dogs like poodles and so on, but they're all more and more big dogs in Shanghai. And then you see this pet stores, pet shops, veterinarians, and also salons for going to wash them. So in China, it's a huge industry.
Yeah. Like the cats and the dogs are so many qualities in China, right?
Mhm.
And so many people are doing something for cats because cats are getting more, but we doing for the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we think like the dog have many activities, or they need to emotion. Yeah, the emotion need. Yeah, is more than the cats.
Yeah, cats,
Yeah.
they don't care about you.
Yeah.
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. But dog is like,
You are the
his
world.
world.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the part of there have so many problems from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people want to make something come in truth. Yeah.
So you did the product market fit, and then what
Mhm.
what was the result of it? What did you find out? How do people solve these problems?
Just, well, the first one is the dog school.
Uh-huh.
The second one is to hire someone into your
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
To play with the dogs.
Yeah, play with the dogs
Oh.
or walking dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the third one is when they're working hard, and in the lunchtime they just coming home
home.
as soon as possible. Yeah.
Mm.
But it is still is a problem for their customer. Yeah, for our customer, because they think it is so 麻烦.
Yeah, annoying.
Yeah.
Very
Annoying.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, mafan is a very good Chinese word. There's no good translation.
Yeah, I
in
don't know how to
English.
say it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a word that our English speakers should learn.
Okay.
Mafan is like
Mafan, yeah.
yeah, it is annoying, and it's like it causes a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Trouble,
yeah.
yeah.
Troublesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you are now, okay, there's still a lot of trouble
Mm-hmm.
for the people, and now you have the idea. Now you know. Now you know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the next step?
Next
How
step.
do you come to the idea for a product?
So next step is you have to know which hardware you need it, like our motto, because we have we are a ball and running around the
Yeah,
room.
let's show it.
Yeah, okay.
So this is also a prototype right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Cannot use.
not on the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just appearance.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is not we cannot show it right now, right?
Yes, because we are still testing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it will be on
Mhm.
Kickstarter in 2026. End of
26th
February.
February. Yeah.
February, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the next step is how did you come up with the idea for a ball?
For ball, because the ball is the most selling on the Amazon. Yeah, because
the bestseller for dog
bestseller.
pets.
Yeah. For dog toy.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Because-
interesting how you do the market research. So you go on social media, check for the problems, and then you see
Mhm.
how they solve it and what is actually on the market.
Mhm.
Like the most common toy, right?
Yeah.
And then you said we will make it better.
We need some technology because we're in
Right.
Shenzhen.
Yeah.
because we actually do a lot of design from these products. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not just simple product, because this is a cover, and you can put it open. Yeah, the dogs can bite on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they like something soft.
Chewy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if they bite only this one, it's so hard for it.
Okay, so we have to
Yeah.
describe it. What we have now here, we have a ball with a cover
Mm-hmm.
that you can take off, and the cover is elastic,
Mm-hmm.
so dogs can chew on it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you have the ball inside,
Mm.
and
Actually, they can it can open it. Yeah.
they cannot open it.
Cannot open it inside,
Okay.
but only just for the
Yeah,
outside.
because this is just prototype,
This
so
is
we
Mhm.
can
yeah,
open.
yeah,
But yeah,
It is.
So will there also be something inside, like in?
It's like a little
treats?
bit car.
like an
or-
engine,
Yeah, engine. Yeah, engine.
motor engine. Okay.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. So and then we also have the remote control,
Mm-hmm.
and the remote control you take to work with you, or
Yeah, whatever you take.
okay.
wherever you go,
Mhm.
even if you go out of your country.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But how does it connect?
using Wi-Fi. Yeah, the ball and the controller are still using the Wi-Fi to connect.
But
So-
then they are like connected through an app.
In an app. Yeah.
Oh, so I use this controller
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
to control the ball.
Yeah.
The ball can be in China. I can
Yeah.
be in
Yeah.
Germany.
But
Yeah,
both of them
whatever.
have to be
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
in the Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
Wi-Fi
then
yeah.
they will be connected through the app.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you need control? Why don't control it through the app directly?
Yeah, because we think so many people have their pet camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we think if you have the camera, so I don't want to do a new camera for
Oh,
you.
Sure.
So
Makes sense.
you can use your own
Otherwise,
For
you would have
watching
to be having
camera.
two phones.
Yeah.
One for checking.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
For
how's
checking the
dog
video,
doing
yeah.
On the video.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
and
can
then
also
using the
use
controller.
like this board through your app, but because like if they have a pet camera, they have to see their pets, right?
Ah,
So,
that's smart.
For like
That's
this,
like,
like
the
they're
remote.
watching their pets, and we can like interact with pet
Mhm.
like this.
yeah.
This is
Mhm.
what we
Yeah.
Yeah, and
designed.
it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to
You see-
save the money
Yeah.
for our customer.
Yeah,
You don't have to
And
buy a
doing
new
an app
new
for
camera.
cameras doesn't make sense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not part of the scope of your product.
Ah, okay, wow. So how did you think of something like this?
Like at
Mhm.
first we realized that there are so many dog owners who already has pet cameras.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Include me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the big problem with pet camera is so passive. We can just see them, but there's
True.
nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
talk to them, right?
Yeah.
I
But
have
still,
one I
it's
can
like,
just
yeah.
throw, even from China, I can
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
some treats
Yeah.
through the camera,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you realized it,
Yeah.
right? So they have pet camera, and then you said, okay, instead of controlling through the app, we will
Mhm.
make it as a remote control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because they already have
Yeah.
19%
Yeah.
19.
customer
Okay.
have their own pet camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ah,
So we don't have to do another new camera for
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
So we just create a controller, and the controller you can even take outdoor. Yeah, if you
Mhm.
are
Mm.
out of the working place and you take your dog out the door, and you can take our controller and the board together.
And
Yeah.
also we wanted to make like
Mhm.
for using this, we feel like playing a game. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
so the
yeah.
controller we have
Yeah.
to explain to the people who don't watch the video.
Mhm.
It looks like a bone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
It's very,
bones.
very cute.
Yeah.
And then we have like one big button. It's like on a Nintendo,
Mhm.
right? Where you the controller, and then you have 4 small buttons,
Mhm.
right? And
There's also some speaker inside, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is like
Yeah.
sound mode.
okay.
There is sound
Oh.
mode, lighting mode, and crazy mode.
so you can talk with
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
dog
yeah.
also
Mhm.
through
So
the remote.
When this product is ready, what will it do? What can it do? Just roll around, or can it also jump? Or
Yeah, jump or
Jump.
yeah or
Jump, there is lightning
Mhm.
and crazy dog mode.
Mhm.
And what else?
and the
Sound
sound
mode,
mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, craze mode.
What
Craze
crazy
dog.
mode? Yeah. Crazy dog
Mhm.
mode is like a
It's like a jumping
yeah,
crazy.
automatically.
It's, like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
literally
crazy
crazy
dogs.
dog mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So and what
Mhm.
is your what do you do for this product? What is your task?
My task is because we are targeting America,
Uh-huh.
but they just know only like Chinese market.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do like gather some other foreigners' opinion about this product
Uh-huh.
to make this one better.
Yes.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
do the product discovery.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then the hardware part. Let's go back to the hardware part. So
Uh-huh.
you will put you were like you have the idea and you said okay, ball is #1 bestseller in the
Mhm.
pet toys category. And how do you find factories or suppliers who can build this for you?
We can find the InnoX. They will support us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for me, like I have no connection to InnoX. Like me, I want to do pet toy myself.
Wow. This is maybe so hard. In Taobao, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, but their quality, you don't have to know their
Yeah.
qualities. Yeah.
Mm.
Right. But InnoX, they can filter, because there have so many factories
Yeah.
cooperate with InnoX.
Yeah. So I think this is what we always say. Like we have
Mhm.
the resources we have, like what we provide to the people. It's like it's really insider knowledge, right? You don't get it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So this is
True,
why we
true.
really love to talk to guys like you,
Mhm.
because this is stuff that if you go on Google and look for a supplier in Shenzhen,
Mhm.
you find, I don't know if you find the best ones, right? It's still very important to know the right people here in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do something hardware just by yourself, it is so hard. It is because you need the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of
course.
money. Yeah.
The
And-
minimum quantities in the beginning are quite
Mhm.
huge, I guess, if you don't have like a certain contract or something already for existing products, right?
Yeah.
So this is
The first one is the test. You need to test, right?
Mhm.
So you have to do the PCB and something like the motor or sensor or something
Mm.
else. It is easy to get something from Shenzhen, but
Mhm.
maybe it's not easy from the other from the foreigner or something
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Even if you're in Shanghai, it's totally different, right? You would guess it's all in China, same country,
Mhm.
but it's a huge difference. Here in Shenzhen, you have the ecosystem.
Mhm.
You're very close to the suppliers. You're very close to the software providers.
Yeah.
So it's much easier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there have so many guys who have their technology skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They
Ah.
join us. Yeah.
And they-
help us.
Then they help you to design, because I wouldn't know like what is the perfect size of the ball. Does it like
Mhm.
I don't know if my dog is probably too small for this ball. I don't know, but how do you come up with the perfect size of the ball, like the first product? Are you an engineer yourself, or you have
I just designed this product and ask the engineer to make it come true. Yeah.
also the engineers then part of the whole InnoX ecosystem or academy?
No, there have some students like they are in engineering and they join us to make some demo for us. Yeah, to
Mhm.
show everybody if my idea is enough. Yeah, and then we find a professional engineering to make it come true.
Oh, okay.
So there's not just support. There's also a lot of criticism, right? Or they
Yeah.
just test it.
The first step is demo.
Yeah.
Demo is very important.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there have a MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what is it? Most visible.
Minimum.
Yeah,
minimum
minimum. Yeah,
viable
yeah.
product.
Yeah, it is. So this demo is very important.
Mm-hmm.
It is only created by a student is enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an idea and I totally understand what I want, and I find a student to make a demo for me, and I show to my customer and feedback one by one. Yeah, step by step. Yeah.
And you said before that normally for hardware it takes 2 years
2 years
to come on the market, and you are actually quite fast, right?
Yeah.
You started in October 2025, and then you will launch the Kickstarter in February 2026. So it's 1 year and 4 months
Yeah.
that you did it. And will it also be in mass production in February? So people already can buy it in February?
Yeah, can buy it
Okay.
in the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So and how did you then the next step? Now you have this one.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go find the right? So you find the right factory through your connections with InnoX, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to the factories and check if they can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. And there have so many 3D painting machine.
Okay.
You guys know
Oh,
it?
so this is 3D printed?
Yeah, 3D printing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So the first prototype is basically just a 3D print
Yeah.
based from like the drawings that the
Yeah,
engineer provided to the factory.
Yeah, just showing to our customer. Like this one controller or the board is the 3D printing. Yeah.
Yeah.
it
Wow.
is.
So it's super fast, right?
Yeah, 3D printer is also something we have to talk about
Yeah.
in this podcast, because I just saw the biggest Kickstarter campaign worldwide in history was like 64 million US dollars for a 3D printer from here,
Yeah.
from Shenzhen.
From Shenzhen, yeah.
The biggest
Anchor, right?
Yeah, Anchor.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to talk
3D
about this.
painting. Yeah.
So maybe in the future, will people also be able to print this whole at home alone with a 3D printer?
No.
Because they need the
impossible.
engine also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We find a factory and they are professional to do the 3D painting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, make this product for us.
And is this factory also close to your offices here?
Yeah, in Shenzhen.
Yeah. So it's like this is why Shenzhen can be so successful, right? Because
Yeah.
everything is so close.
Mhm.
The people are here, the talents are here.
Yeah.
There are so many engineers here. Then you have the support from the government, from the authorities. Then you have the also the users here, people who can give it.
So
give it
many
to you.
users. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have the factories here.
Yeah, factory.
Everyone can support each other.
Yeah. And you have McDonald's here.
Yeah, McDonald's.
And KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, the customer and the money we see, right? And the factories.
Yeah, the money, the funding is also very important.
Yeah, it's all from Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the story about the cafe
Cafe.
next to the DJI offices,
Mhm.
where the VC people are sitting around and trying to listen to the people,
the next-
people who are, can I find the next DJI here, or can I find the next Elon Musk here? So yeah, it's crazy. Like for me, even like I've been living in China for 10 years,
Oh.
but coming to Shenzhen now and getting a feel of this ecosystem and the technology here, it's crazy.
Yeah, for me it's still super overwhelming. Like I came here only half a year ago, and it's like completely different to what I've experienced so far in Germany. Like there's no such ecosystem or any government that would support you in something that you want to do.
I mean, there is still, like in Germany, in Berlin, you also have the startups ecosystem. But the unique thing is here, as you said, it is an ecosystem. It's like everything on one place, and everything moves so fast. And then you have like this 20-something-year-olds sitting here and showing us pet toys or barbecue grills or whatever.
To the over 30 ones.
Yeah,
that
and saying,
won't be able to be part of that story.
Yes, and throwing sentences at us, they're like, only people under 30 can be
Sorry.
can be innovative.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have this prototype, and what is then the next step to go into mass production? like mass production to make a lot, make thousands and hundreds of thousands of this?
I got it. So the next step is testing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to know the present, because I for example, like if you make 100 of your products, how many products will broken up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like 10 or 20 or 30 or something else. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
know
yeah.
it. Yeah, this is the meaning of testing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you control the presentation of 1%, you make hundreds of products, and
Less than 1% broke.
yeah, one broke, you can make more. Yeah,
Okay.
ask the manufacturers to do more. Yeah, and selling
So you test yourself in your
with
whole
our customer
so
around us.
okay.
Yeah.
So basically, when you do the crowdfunding on the platform, people get this product when
Mhm.
they invest, right? They get this product, and then you interview them and gather more feedback from these people.
Yeah, because there have a lot of dog feeder around us.
Mm-hmm.
Like there have maybe hundreds of dog owner, yeah, around
Yeah.
us. Yeah, we can ask whatever I want to ask,
Yeah.
because they are so,
They're very passionate.
yeah, they have passions for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are doing something they need.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have passion. We also have passion. of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Yeah, they actually need this product.
Yeah.
So they want to help us. Yeah.
And also there is it's not just that you have the idea, you also get some sizable funding, right? You have like investors
Mm-hmm.
who said they want to invest in your company.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did that go? How did they like your product, or did you have to talk to a lot of investors until you found one, or was it like the first one said it's a good product, here's my money?
I think, well, the VC think the money is better than your idea. Yeah. You have to tell him, how can I bring the money back to you?
Okay.
Yeah. You give me 3 million,
Mm.
yeah, and then I need to give you 30 million.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How? But how? You need to ask, you need to show me.
So
Yeah.
how?
How?
How do you do it?
How do you do it?
How? Maybe it's a secret.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we hope that you can give them back 30 million. Yeah.
Whatever I can say is, I need to do the better and better product for our customer. This is very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like the selling or something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
To bring the 30 million, maybe.
And this will be
Yeah.
your main responsibility, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Understand.
Yeah.
And how to make this product even better.
Mhm.
And show them how confident we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one question I would have, like, if I play this with my dog,
Mm-hmm.
then it may be interesting the first time for him, but how do we make sure that the dog does not get bored of this one?
Yeah.
Because if he has thought like for 10 times and I mean, my dog is Labrador, he's not that smart.
Yeah.
But if you have a Border Collie, for example, they're very smart, and
Yeah,
they said,
yeah.
I don't know. I know this ball, it's boring already.
And like
toys.
for these problems,
Mm.
we need to this is our first product,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this is for just like fixing the problem who miss their dog and who want to play even if they're at the workplace.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we're going to like develop another second product to
Mhm.
fix these problems.
Okay. Yeah, so this is, as you said, like just start with one product.
Yeah.
And
This is
Le-
a beginning.
learn on the way, because you
Yeah.
have to pay back 30 million.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we will make a lot of type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this
yeah.
toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For pets and people.
You can
Also
use
for
the own-
people.
Yeah.
And no, I mean like
So,
for pets and the people who they
Yeah.
have
Now, when
their
I go back
yeah.
to Germany now, I will just use the remote to make you
and I
let
will
you
play
work.
at home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have a new another problem. It's like if your dog are so boring at home, they will breaking, they will destroy
Yeah,
your
destroy
home.
the
Oh, yeah.
house.
They will
Yeah.
destroy your home. Yeah.
but the dog of a friend of mine, it's scratching the wall
Yeah.
because it's like has a separation anxiety. So
Like your sofa, your TV,
yeah,
or
wall.
destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our next product named C1.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PePeHola C1.
It's like a smart cooler
Uh-huh.
that can detect what are they doing, how is their like
how they feel.
how they
Oh,
feel.
Oh
yeah.
wow, this is great.
This is a big mark. We wrote about it in our
Yeah.
Asiabits AI newsletter. So this there's also a color in which sold really, really well in the US.
Mhm.
They sold like I think $3 million in 3 months. and they can feel like the anxiety level,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
stress
yeah.
level
Yeah,
of the
also the
dog.
vital,
Yeah,
like, you know.
heart rate.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like an Apple Watch.
Yeah, like the
Oh.
Apple
Yeah.
Watch or the Aura Ring, right? To track how they
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is also a big market for the future.
Yeah, because there have so many color for dogs,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
but they are not selling good. I think one of the problem is they just funding the problem. They not fix the problem.
Yeah.
The
Mm.
PePeHola S1, this ball is fix the problem. The
Yeah.
So
color
if they
is
have
funding the
color,
problem.
they can know what are
Mhm.
they doing and how their emotion is like right.
So you say like we have this GPS collars, right?
Yeah.
So your dog ran away
Mhm.
and you know where your dog is.
Mhm.
So it just analyzes the problem, but it does not fix the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So, but how will you fix the problem with the collar? That my dog is bored at home, he's anxious,
Mhm.
stressed.
Mhm.
How can a collar solve this problem?
If you guys have the color and they understand the emotion of your dog
Mm-hmm.
because they feel extra excited or boring or something else, the ball coming up and play with it
Like
Ah,
automatically.
automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
you would be also realizing, okay, now my dog is bored already
Yeah,
from this
it's
dog,
already.
so I need a new product.
Yeah.
$100.
And this is the first toy. And if
Yeah.
we got a lot of new type of the toy, and there have so many toys come to your dog, if they feel boring.
Yeah, from a business side, it's also very smart.
Ah,
Like
yeah,
yeah.
you solve problems, and the best business is where you create some problems. You also can create some problems
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
Yeah,
solve
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah,
The
just
color
like,
is funding the problem.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's also important to like fix the problems and make money at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
We not just only make the money.
Yeah.
We are also fix the problem.
No, it's a great thing. I mean, making money is it's a good thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
If you really can change the world and improve people's and
To be better.
animals'
Yeah.
Yeah,
life
yeah,
to be
yeah.
better,
Mhm.
it's like there's no shame in making money.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, talking about money, how much? What will be the retail price of
Retail
this?
price?
The price how you sell it on Amazon, for example, or on Kickstarter first?
It's not ready, maybe.
Not ready.
Yeah,
Okay.
not ready. The
Okay.
price is not ready.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just want to be more better of our products. Yeah.
So you still
Mhm.
don't know how much the production
Yeah,
cost is?
I know it, but
Okay.
I don't know the price of selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the cost, but I don't know the selling price. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
But-
how do you plan to find like the entry point, like the entry level price for this ball?
Like I know the price of the appearance or the structures, and also like the button or the moto or the PCB or something else.
Mhm.
Just pick it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know the cost.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, in Shenzhen it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the selling price, like whether like how's the process of finding okay, whether I want to sell this now for $50 or I want to sell it for
Ah.
40 or even 70.
How to know the selling price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I can say it.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
or you can just
Yeah.
say like, are there people like supporting you,
Mhm.
like from InnoX, or someone who can say they have experience
Mhm.
on how to do it? Because this is also a science, right? How to find the right price for
Yeah.
a product. Is it a
I know it.
premium product
Yeah, yeah.
or is it?
I know the methods of the selling price. Yeah, because maybe it's the 4 tons of your cost,
Uh-huh.
the selling price.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, for example, your controller is cost maybe 10 yuan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the price of selling is 40 yuan.
Yeah.
40.
Finance all your research. You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to finance the cost you have
Yeah.
here. Okay. Yeah. So, but you have like people who can help you to find a price that works right, or you just do it yourself? I mean, like, do you like people from InnoX or whatever? Do you have mentors who say we help you? We have this experience, or you have to learn it yourself? How to find the right price for a product?
Maybe just by myself. Yeah,
Okay.
InnoX will not telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just telling you how to find the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
how to do the functions or
Yeah.
something, just or give you the money, but the
Mm.
selling price is your problem. They will
So you
not have it.
actually like you have to do everything that an entrepreneur does.
Yeah, it
do.
is.
So what is your plan for the future? How many products will you have in 5 years or in 10 years? What do you think?
Wow. So far, I think.
Yeah.
But right now,
So this is not a question someone in Shenzhen would ask, right?
yeah.
People in Shenzhen, what do you do tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow it is.
Yeah.
Because everything is changed.
Sorry
easily.
for the
Yeah.
stupid question.
Yeah.
This is
No,
a
no,
very German question.
5-year plan.
5 year. Yeah, this is a very German question. We like to plan
Yeah,
ahead.
we change a lot of plans during a year.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 year before we want to make a building or something else. Yeah, but right now we just selling out. Yeah,
pet toys.
Yeah.
yeah, it is very easy to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just want to ready for tomorrow or ready for next week. That's enough for us, I think. Yeah.
That's actually crazy. Like, how do you find the right balance to say you also need a long-term goal, right? Because you have investors, you have a team.
Because
and-
I think we are so young.
yeah.
So our knowledge.
I know you said it already 3 times.
Yeah.
We are old.
No.
Yeah.
So our knowledge are always changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got it. We learn a lot of new things. So maybe tomorrow or next we are going change together with our knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't like to do something long schedule or something else. I think it is nonsense for me. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
always change.
Yeah.
Yeah, always change.
And
What I want to
also-
do is
Also, this whole ecosystem of InnoX is helping you because you're basically around people every day, other founders, other entrepreneurs, right? Who, there, I bet, or I assume there's a lot of interaction also with these other founders, and then you get a lot of ideas, like how do they solve their problems, right? How is the interaction between teams in InnoX?
I don't think I am a boss or I am something else. So high level guys in the team. Yeah, because I think each guy in our team is the same. Yeah.
The question was more like about the other founders.
The other founder.
When you have
Other startups.
other companies, other startups, do you have communication with them?
It is. Yeah, so many communications. Like they have a team like doing something. It's also for the pets. Yeah, they do the X-ray of pets. Yeah, they teach the doctor how to use the X-ray.
Okay.
It is
Wow.
just software. It's like I don't know if I can say, maybe just you have an X-ray, right, for your pets.
Yeah.
And you upload this X-ray to their app, and they will analyze what is the problem of your pets
Okay.
and tell you how to fix that problem.
Then you don't have to go to the
You
doctor.
do nothing. Yeah, you do nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Wow.
just buy the medicine or show this to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, help me to fix that problem.
Wow.
that's it.
okay.
It's actually quite cool that you have like
Yeah.
other companies
Yeah.
in this whole ecosystem of InnoX that are
Mm.
basically in the same or similar market like you, right? So you can
Yeah, we will
exchange
always
some
communication.
ideas,
Yeah.
communicate, right?
Do
Yeah.
you know the guys from the barbecue grill
I
from
don't-
Limo? You have to get to know them.
Okay.
They do really nice barbecue.
Okay.
And you can have good beef every day.
The dogs will love it.
Yeah.
Ah.
So if you have one advice for young people under 30
Okay.
who want to
Mhm.
to do something similar like you,
Mhm.
people who are at university, for example, right now,
Mhm.
what would it be?
If you want to do the hardware, have to go to Shenzhen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So
Great
easy.
advice.
Wow.
I was waiting for a big advice, but
So I bought my plane ticket already. So
Yeah.
I came here this year but I choose obviously the wrong city.
Wrong
I came
city.
to Shanghai because I like food and
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because I think it is so hard to do a hardware if you
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
have nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you are not living China or not living just in Shenzhen, it is
Yeah.
so hard.
So what about
Mhm.
people who watch us or listen to us who are in the US, for example, right now? Do you think it's possible to do something like this to build a hardware product with no Chinese knowledge, just speaking English? Can you also do it here? What do you think? I mean, we're all foreigners here, but we all speak Chinese.
Honestly, I feel like at least they need to speak Chinese, I
Uh-huh.
think. because like Chinese people, their English is not really perfect as much as I expected. And if I can speak Chinese really well, they were really like, "Oh, you can speak Chinese. Oh, you're a
Yeah.
foreigner." Yeah.
It's an
So
opener, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is
But-
so open.
But
Yeah.
also, like one of our guests from InAIO, they also solved this problem. They have like this translation hardware you put on your phone, and whenever you send a voice message, for example, in Korean, it will translate it into Chinese.
Mm.
The voice message
With
So
your own voice.
with your own
Wow.
voice.
That's
So
crazy.
Yeah.
There are also problem that gets solved. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the one takeaway from this episode is come to Shenzhen
Yeah, come to Shenzhen. Yeah.
and look for yourself. So yeah, Jacky and Jay, thank you so much.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank
Very,
you.
very
Thank
interesting.
you.
Mhm.
Wish you good luck. And if people want to buy it, we will put the Kickstarter link into the description
Yeah.
and people can check it out
And
and
support
support
you guys.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we will be also one of your first customers.
Oh, thank you
Uh,
so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.